Did it start?
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
how's it
on.
going, everybody?
Hi, everybody.
It's
So,
us again.
yeah,
No Erasmo.
yeah,
Yesterday went pretty good. It was
it
pretty
did.
informative. I know we did miss out on like 2 points, and I know I was trying to remember the second point. But I know that would have probably dragged the show like another hour and a half. So that would
Yeah,
probably be for like another day whenever he comes back again.
yeah, that's what I was
Um,
thinking. I was wondering if how many people stayed with us
it was close to like 80 throughout the
still
whole
anyway.
show. Yeah, throughout the whole show, it was consistent. As far as I can see here, I don't know if there's any other like numbers that they run in the back because I know this guy's able to see like the YouTube numbers and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
But I haven't. I can only see here through whatever's being broadcasted. But whatever we had yesterday was quite a bit of people, and I know it was fluctuating between like maybe like 90 and 70 something.
yeah.
But it was consistent throughout the whole show,
And
which is pretty good.
when I
Huh?
set up on my computer, I just do the large screen, so I just see you and I, whatever comments you show. I don't see like you guys start watching comments and popping up ahead of time, right? I don't pay attention to
Yeah.
that.
No, I understand. It's because I guess you can have it either or, but sometimes it's better just to have the full screen.
Yeah, that's how I like it. Yeah.
And
So do you want to
speaking
get
of,
started? Huh?
how was your day?
Well, do you want to get started on the comments and then we can go into it?
Okay. Ramon says, "Good evening. How's it going?" Joe,
Hey,
how's it going,
Joe.
man? Mr. Jimmy Vela.
Jimmy! I feel like
Don't forget,
Erasmo
he's
needs to be here
running.
to say that.
Yeah, he's running for PI commissioner, correct?
Yes, that's what it looks
And
like
is that
there.
going to
Page
be
one.
this May, or is it going to be for the November elections?
You're asking me? I don't know.
In case people from PI are watching.
Oh, okay.
Because I know that you know how they try to because there's some in May and then there's other ones in November. But I'm just wondering that way people know in that area in
When to go
case there's
out.
PI people watching.
Stop it.
Pedro and Patty, another great show with Noah Erasmo.
He's not here to see it, so you don't have to say it. Although I think you said it just to.
Hey, but those are great ideas for T-shirts. Keep them coming.
We should start typing them up.
Está bueno, Maggie.
What did I say?
I don't know.
That you would have to say,
Maybe
"Está bueno,
it's one of
Maggie."
your fans. You never know. No, but it was a good idea from yesterday that you had brought up from the canales. You said fire hydrants, right? Were they able to come with a conclusion on that?
No,
Like,
I don't know. Uh,
no.
no, he didn't finish off like what we were. No kidding, it is cold outside. He didn't finish off. I don't think he found out whether the public can get involved in it or not.
Yeah. Okay. Well, probably he was gonna get some more information from the fire department
Mm-hmm.
and PUB. I think PUB was the one that's in charge of that. So I guess
Okay.
just send that information over to the 546 help.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going, David? Yes, it is. It is
It's
different from
cold.
today's weather in the morning weather.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Vela says May, so he'll be running in May. In case anybody from the PI area or that district, because it has like certain sections, um,
Mm-hmm.
to vote for Jimmy. Snoopy, hola, slow day today, huh? Yes, I
I
would
think
say
so.
so. It's only a couple of things that we could probably bring up. I guess one of the topics from yesterday that came up after the show, but it's just I guess some information that we had stated before, and we could just I guess repeat it so some people who didn't hear it before they can hear it today. Julia Rodriguez, good evening. How's it going? Beautiful people. I'm guessing that's you, not me.
That's not me. Inside, we're beautiful inside.
Inside, we're very beautiful.
Oh, está bueno, Maggie. Yes. Yeah, no, sorry. My job I know is to keep the comments going, but
Keep
I
it going.
try not I try not to care about the harsh comments we get every once in a while.
Yeah. You already built the skin for it, huh?
Trying to.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's good. Teresa Lamas, good evening. How's it going?
Hey, Ms. Lamas.
Weird weather. We go through all seasons in one day.
No kidding.
Yes. Maggie White hasn't AOBE been
I
back. Do you
I don't
know?
know because there were plans to keep it like on a schedule, and I haven't asked lately. We actually have a meeting tomorrow, so I'll try and remember to ask them because I liked having them on and having them tell us, give us information that teachers had.
Yeah. That way we can, I guess, for everybody to be on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Beatriz, good evening. How's it going? And today we have the mayor of Brownsville here.
Sure, we do.
Good evening, Frankie and Roman. I'm liking the positive vibe since you got rid of that negative individual. Trying
Okay,
to,
so
trying
would
to.
I be Frankie or you, Frankie? Or am I
Mm,
Roman?
I don't know. That's a good question to ask Troy Mendes. But either way, it's a lose-lose situation.
No, no, I wouldn't be. Frankie's a good guy. Roman too.
What topics came after the show? Do tell.
I
As
don't
soon as
know.
I finish with the comments, I'll let you
I'm
know.
wondering too.
Don't you remember the two topics we came up with? Yes, after the show. But Teresa Lamas, congrats, great job. Blessings, guys. Thank you for holding the fort.
Thanks, Miss
Or
Murillo, for being my personal cheerleader. I appreciate it.
your number one fan.
She's helping me out. Hey,
Ducky's here
Ducky.
again.
It's a new fan that we have.
Right. Luis Rodriguez, once again, I've only been here a few minutes and way better show than when Erasmo was here. If not allowed, just kidding. Good evening, Sam and Maggie. How's it going, Luis?
Hey, Luis.
Y'all deserve so much credit for keeping everyone informed.
Yeah, I like the way it's working
Yeah.
out.
Right? Smooth. They guys didn't get to see yesterday's live. Saw it after half a day, and it was good. But yeah, things need to change in the district. It definitely does. Uh, Snoopy says nobody tell Irasema I low key miss him. It's a love hate relationship.
That's funny.
So no Roy tonight. No, I think he had like prior engagements. But he said that he was gonna try to do come in after what was it, the meeting, the city
The
meeting.
commissioners meeting, the monthly.
Yeah. So hopefully he's able to do that. I guess more often, just to give it like a quick rundown of what happened during the meeting, which is good. And it'll be great to have someone from the BISD board as well to like after the meetings and be like, hey, you know what, this is what we discussed. Uh, Even though it's they give the minutes after a while on the website, but it's still good to have that personal, I guess,
Input.
meaning to it.
Yeah.
Jimmy says, un pan de dulce con cafecito.
Se
Yes.
antoja, right?
Un chocolatito, calentito.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. De Los Santos is stepping up. Kudos. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. I think he was already there, but it would just need to clarify the lines or the image a little bit.
But I like that he's taking the time to come in more than once.
That's what I had told him yesterday. It was just like murky water type of deal, but we just needed to clarify it a little bit. I don't think he was trying to hide anything, but it was just kind of like, could I say things and stuff like that? But he's doing a great job.
Me too.
But it's a work in progress. I know it's his first term as commissioner, and hopefully he progresses from there.
Yeah. I know Joe Tucker, he's probably not your favorite or didn't appreciate it, but yeah, I think for the most part, there's a few people who I still were like, today they were telling me, politicians, they'll just tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah. But when you get politicians, like Erasmo says, like just get them descuidados, like sidetracked, and they'll give you the most honest answers. Even though if it might be a fake one, but it's best to get them like that. Like, hey, you know what? I have quick questions instead of them like already having like a list of questions. Okay, this is what I came up with for those questions.
Not that we're trying to give you to fess up on stuff, Mr. De Los Santos. That's not the intent.
No, not at all. Like he gave great answers, and he's doing a great job.
Yeah, I agree. I like having him or anybody, any city commissioner.
And it's way better than no answers from other commissioners.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think it was a great idea, like since like I had mentioned, I think like on mid-May when they're gonna give up finish the audit for the PUB, it would be great to have Mr. Cohen come in like maybe end of May, early June to kind of explain what happened with the audit, or like I guess the results of the audit.
Yeah. So
CP
Frankie
said,
says he is.
yeah. So is Frankie returning? I saw like an alert on a live he was gonna have. I know there was a video of when Erasmo was saying like the made up names that he messed up on from a while back, but I don't know. I think he did say he was gonna come back, Frankie,
Mm-hmm.
on his show. Oscar Garcia says, "Hello, Sam and Maggie. How come I can't see the comments on my Facebook anymore? I used to see them before. I don't know. Some people were saying log out and log back in. Um, I don't know if that's happening to everybody because I know several people were having that issue.
Last
But that's
night,
what,
I last night I had a friend who kept sending me texts to ask Mr. De Los Santos, and she was saying she couldn't get into the comments on YouTube or Facebook. So yeah, I don't know if that's
oh
the
really?
same issue.
Yeah, I don't see anything here that could manipulate that type of information or like manipulate like block people off. That would have to be like going personally into like the Facebook or YouTube and stuff like that. But I
Mm-hmm.
know that there are people who's been having those issues, and people have said like, "Oh, just log off and log back in, and it should fix the issue." Peppermint Patty says, "Have y'all tried the oatmeal from Stripes? It's good, not sweet, just right." Well, it depends which one you go to, but yes, I have had it, and sometimes they're not in the happy side because it takes a while to do it.
Wait, how do you buy the
Oh no,
oatmeal?
the milkshakes too, the licuados.
From Stripes?
Yes,
Milkshakes at Stripes.
yes.
I didn't even. That's how long actually since COVID hit. I don't think I've
Yeah, I
gone.
understand. Although they're not on the like the one from here from Los Frenos, she was because everybody's tacos, And I was like,
Yes,
oh, I want to do oatmeal or like a licuado, like a healthier option. And I was like, I guess strawberry and banana. And she was like, I gotta do but it's still good though. It is
I
on
didn't
the
realize
like
that.
grease.
Yeah, because I used to go in almost every day for breakfast tacos, and since
Yeah,
COVID, I haven't at all. Now that I realize it, in 2 years.
I know it's like about I want to say like two something or three something for like the large cup, so it's really not that bad.
Yeah, that's good to know now.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Kenina.
Oh, Bella, hi, how's it going, man?
Hello.
Uh, Joe Tucker needs to chill. Well, it's. I think the only solution to his issue would have to like request like a sound little sound walls
Uh
to
huh.
kind of block off all that dirt that's going into their residence or I guess the neighborhood. But other
Yeah.
than that, it's already been 25 years, like Roy had said, that it was been categorized as that I guess light commercial. And
Yeah.
you can see that all that area. It is true. It's all light commercial. I cannot see them.
The comment.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why. Milkshakes from Stripes didn't know they sold them. Well, the one from over here does, but it's like not something that they promote or push because I think
Yeah.
it's not like the higher profit item compared to selling you a slice of bacon for like $1.
4 slices of bacon.
For $1?
Oh no, I'm just saying that's how much I add to my
Oh,
taco.
to
Sorry.
yours. Yeah, I think they're like about $1 each or 50 cents each. I'm like, nah. Saludos, Sam, de parte de tu tocayo.
I was gonna say it out loud. I was gonna say no. It's
No. Says bad hombre. Are you around? Any new info? Joe Tucker says no, he's wrong. I think you would just have to like I guess bring it up to the city or something so they could do some sort of investigation on it. But that's the information this guy brought up. El Gallo de Digital says, I'm friends with Erasmo on one of his profiles. I can comment on the show there, but if I go to his other profiles where I'm not friends, I won't be able to comment. I guess it's on certain profiles of his. Just switch over to the one that's like the public figure one. Zoom says, anyone having issues, check if you need to update your app, log off and back on, and then restart your phone.
Thanks, Snoopy.
Well, I guess that's the end of the comments for right now. 15 minutes into the show. Thank you for your patience. No, what we were talking about yesterday after we ended the broadcast was the East Loop. I guess the details
Mm.
of the East Loop. I'm not too sure if we're able to share them or not, but which is nothing out of the ordinary because they finished off the one coming from the Port of Brownsville over to Boca Chica, which is so I guess from the Port of Brownsville make it easier to take stuff to the SpaceX. But they're gonna finish off from the Boca Chica, going all the way around by Valle Escondido, and then going by Monsi's and ending up over here on East Avenue, and then going to Puente Los Tomates or Veterans Bridge, however you know that the name of the bridge, but it's Puente Los Tomates or Veterans Bridge, and they're gonna update the streets to where it's the level of the weight growth that they're supposed to have for the 18 wheelers. That way, they don't have any 18 wheelers going through International or Boca Chica or anything like that.
No, it looked
But
good.
that was pretty much it. But it's gonna, I guess it's in stages, the whole thing. And good thing they already finished the first stage, which was the one from Porter Brownsville, sorry, Porter Brownsville to State Highway 4, which is Boca Chica, so they could head out over there to SpaceX. But that
Hmm.
was pretty much like the only thing that they had mentioned. There's more projects, but it's everything by stages. Mr. Oscar Garcia says a while back it had a note to donate to see messages. Last year I donated $20. But are
On
you able to
on
see the messages since you donated, Mr. Garcia?
I've never seen that. Was that just
And
like
I
an
know on
Erasmo
some of
post?
them there were like for stars. I know that you like I guess send stars and stuff like that, but I didn't know about the whole comments. I know it switches back and forth, but I guess it depends how he has the profiles
I,
categorized as.
I hadn't seen that. I don't know.
No, I hadn't seen it either. And then yesterday we talked about Bull, the bookstore. I was able to
Oh,
find the information. It's gonna be Sunday, March 13th.
so this
Uh,
Sunday, I was,
yes.
I was, I went back to listen to last night's show for a little bit because I was wondering about something that was said,
Mhm.
and I got to that point where you asked me about Bull, and I started looking it up, and then I realized on the show I got distracted and didn't look up the information. So I'm glad you did that.
Yeah,
Um,
it's gonna be this Sunday from 1 to 6 in the Migoland. I guess the Migoland Center.
yeah,
Um, and I guess they're doing pop ups to see more or less what people are buying and what people like.
he
Um,
has a whole bunch of boxes, children's books
I
packaged.
saw that. I know they
That's
asked him about history books. I think Porfirio Diaz, but he said that they're just, I guess, limited for the moment. It just
uh-huh.
depending what people are asking for and wanting to buy and what they actually buy.
Yeah.
I know if he pushes like towards the younger crowd for having mangas, he'll probably sell out because people go crazy for those.
I was gonna say something about kind of that earlier, but yeah, Sunday from 1 to 6 at the Migoland Mall Convention Center. That just means the Migoland Mall, right? No,
I
it
want
says
to.
the Migoland Convention Center.
I want to
So
assume so.
yeah, okay. It's not like somewhere near there.
Yeah, because I
Um,
know what was that other thing called? Because I don't think it will be in that little small building that looks like a like that brown building that looks like UFO ish.
because was it called iTech?
Yeah,
Is the whole thing called iTech, or is that just
I don't know. Now I feel like messaging them and asking them where exactly it's going to be at.
yeah, do that. So I'll tell you in the meantime. So my nieces
Yes.
are in town, and we had half a day, and I wanted to get together for lunch with my coworkers because we never get a chance to sit and visit. And so my one of my coworkers said, "Why don't we go to the food court so I could take the girls with me?" And everybody chooses whatever they want. And so I was like, "Yeah, okay." And the girls were like, "Yes, the mall." And I'm thinking, ugh. I hate the mall. I realized I haven't been there in about 2 years. Just like at the mall,
Oh, really? Since the
hanging
pandemic or
out.
what?
Yeah. Huh?
Since the pandemic or what?
Yeah. I've been there a couple of times, like in and out. My daughter wanted something specifically, some kind of shoes or something. We were in and out. But we were just hanging out, and I'm like, I kept taking my mask off because we ate lunch, and then putting it back on, and I was like, ah. Then I take it off to chit chat. But we went into Hot Topics. Oh my gosh! I told the girls after we left, wouldn't it be nice to be a millionaire and be able to go in and shop at the mall and buy everything you wanted? Because Hot Topics has some cool stuff. But I didn't realize why I'm guessing part of it is they see it on YouTube, but a lot of my students come in and ask me if we have anime.
Yeah.
And I always tell them anime is the video, manga is the book, and I have graphic novels. And so I haven't purchased that many mangas. Just
Like
very
anything to get
basic.
them reading, you know?
Huh? Oh, like you
Anything to
would
get them
not.
reading.
We went from 6 shelf lengths, and each shelf length holds about 70 books.
Yeah.
They were stuffed as tight as I could when the school year started. And well, not the school year, because we actually opened up the library in January. We went from 6 shelves packed with um, graphic
Mangas?
novels,
Yeah.
and we're down to 1.5 because they're all checked out. And as soon as they come back
Oh,
in,
okay.
we don't even put them back on the shelf. As soon as they come in, the kids come in and look at what was brought in, and then they take it out again.
Like,
The
do
graphic
they reserve them or something? Oh no.
You can put a hold on them, but we never even get that far because I don't know. None of the kids, I've showed them how to do holds, and a few of them will do it, but we don't do that much. But so I went to Hot Topics, and they had a whole anime section, and T-shirts and backpacks and stickers
Yeah.
and all sorts of stuff. And I thought, oh, okay. So now I'm starting to see why the kids. I thought I used to think it was just the ones that are watching YouTube, but it's also the purchasing options that are out there that
Yeah.
is motivating the manga
I
and
only seen
anime
a
stuff.
couple, but then again, I'm from like a different generation. But I
No,
only seen a couple of animes.
no, and I've been wanting to get into them and watch them. One of my nieces is a huge anime fan, and yeah. So Bull owner, if you're listening, we highly recommend you bringing anime kind of manga type of books to
Let me go through the
the.
comments real quick. It says Snoopy, maybe Trey will come if Erasmo doesn't show up. Maybe. Gallo Joe Valdez says, too bad they made the old railroad track into a bike trail. A road would have made more sense. I guess they don't want people to drive around downtown. They want to force people to go through downtown.
But
Um,
wasn't there like a grant that was from rails to trails?
yeah, Trails to Rails.
Thank
Well, I
you.
guess it was. I assumed it was a west rail that was made like that. The
Okay.
west part of Brownsville. So here, Ms. Murillo says, no, the convention center is where Toys R Us was.
Oh, okay. That's across the street, isn't it?
Yes, but that's because that's what it says on the Facebook page, the Migoland Center.
Convention center,
Um,
yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be
Okay, so then
because I thought it
anyway,
was an event center.
while you keep looking for it, so then I was going to tell you. So my daughter has some babysitting money, which is her money. She spends it how she wants to. I don't have input on it. Pretty much for the most part,
Yeah,
she'll ask me, she'll ask for suggestions, but you earned it, you spend it, you save it, however, and she's a pretty good saver actually. Um, so we went in and she bought herself some $75 pair of jeans, and I'm like, it's hurting me. I'm such a, and don't get me wrong, $150 in books like that, no worries. Hobby
yeah.
Lobby and Michaels, hundreds of dollars, no worries. But 75 for one piece of clothing item, oh,
Next
that
thing you know,
hurt.
you get some Yeezys.
Order Easies.
Yeezys, the what's his name? Ah, the Kanye shoes.
Are
Yeah, you haven't
they're
seen them?
expensive, aren't they? Aren't they
Yeah,
like you have to special order them or something?
yeah. Because I know that there's some that are like on the cheap side, not cheap side, but they're like 150 on the low end, and
Yeah.
then $1,000 like on the limited edition.
How much?
1,000.
Yeah, no. I can't. And I've gotten to thrifting so much that $75 at the thrift would have made me happy because everything would have been $1, $2,
You would have
$3.
had a bag full of
I'd have
clothes.
had bags and bags. Yeah. But oh, that was hurting to watch.
Yeah, I hear you. The mall haven't been there for a while.
No kidding. I'm telling you, Peppermint Patty.
Yep. Sam, you're like the guy who is on the show once in a while and it's on his phone when guests are talking. I was trying to search that information for Bull. Trust me, I'm trying to help people.
Thank you.
I'm trying not to say that help me help you part because
But he's also looking at everything else. I'm just sitting here chit chatting. He's the one who's running the show.
Snoopy says, I saw you all have a farmer's market tomorrow. Maggie, do you frequent the farmer's market? How is it?
I not as much as I would. I've gone in and purchased some of the vegetables that are local farmers' vegetables were so bad that they go to waste. I ended up not using them because we're going to eat healthy, and then we end up
Like
eating
you
out
gotta
all
use
the
it that
time.
same day, like whatever
Huh?
you buy in the farmer's market.
Yeah. It's cool. They're fixing it, I think. Oh, I was speaking with one lady who at one point I think they counted like 12 jewelry stands, so I think they started getting really mindful of who they have there. There's really cool stuff. I love going to it. But that's an easy $100 I spend if I go.
Yeah, because you gotta have a variety of things, not just like everybody jewelry, because it doesn't
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
you
I
have
mean,
like
and
a
that's the
little
thing to
break.
do. Everybody got into it, so I understand. I was into it too, buying beads and stuff.
I'm not too
But
sure if they're still there, but Juices by Trish,
I don't
uh,
know.
it's one of those like I guess popular juice makers around here. I know that
Oh,
they're in True Foods in Harlingen, and they're also in that store. They're on 802 and Frontage. I think it's called MC and C something like that, where the gas
uh-huh.
station. They're also there, and now they're over here at that
Uh-huh.
Main Street restaurant. They're there now, and I
Oh,
think
okay.
I could have sworn they were there at the farmers market too. So they're kind of like busy all around. Juice
I
makers.
Yeah, and I had told you guys that I they were here in the alpaca lotions were there they've been there a couple of times that I went. And then
Yeah.
the last time I mentioned it, Erasmo said he went the next morning to get some of their soaps and they went there. So I don't know what their schedule is like.
Yeah,
Um
it varies. It's not like something consistent. So you just where it pops up that day.
they
I know
I like
something
it
they
because
reserve.
there's a couple of people who have plants. There's quite a few people who are like crocheting and knitting stuff also. For a
Yeah.
while I was going there to buy local shrimp. um but yeah, it's pretty good. They have the kombucha. Is that how you say it?
I know what you're trying to say. It's kombucha.
Kombucha.
Yeah, something like that. It's like the KOM, something like that.
Yeah, so I know that's always there. But yeah, and then sometimes they have somebody playing guitar, singing, so it's cool. I like it. They have kettle corn. Yeah, eggs, local eggs. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, they have a
Um,
variety of things. I wish I would go more often than you would actually go.
yeah,
But whatever you buy there, you gotta. I noticed that you gotta use it that same day or the following day. Because
yeah.
most of the
I'll
things
go
there
to
are
get no.
organic and they don't
Yeah,
last as long as the other store bought stuff.
I'll go get nopales if my dad's cactus plant is not giving him a lot. I'll go buy. But and some people were saying it's a bit pricey. What I do like is you can get farmers markets bucks if someone has like food stamps, or I don't know what the program is called anymore. They go and I think if you spend like, I'm probably wrong, but I think I understood it that if you pay $10 in food stamps, you get like $15 in farmers markets dollars, so that you can still be buying organic stuff or locally grown stuff. Which I like that they do that too. I
Yeah,
think they
I
still do
think
it.
you go to like the main table of the entrance, something like
Yeah,
that, and that's where
yeah,
you get like your farmers markets bucks.
yes, yeah. So it's not just for, like my daughter says, it's not just for the bougie people in town.
Yeah. Well, you just try to get like eat more organic and stuff like that without all the extra
Yeah.
stuff. Peter says, I don't know what it means, but the drier you get, the wetter it gets. Some people hang it, others throw it to the floor when they're done. What am I?
Oh,
I don't know.
a towel
I would assume so. Derek says, I know my art students love that stuff, the manga stuff.
and the
Yeah, I know there's like a huge crowd for it, and that's why I was mentioning the whole Comic Con the last time, because I know it gets super busy over there in McAllen with like things like that.
yeah,
And I was mentioning Erasmo, I think it was like last week. It would be great if they had like one of those Renaissance days where people would dress up as Renaissance.
yeah, like in
Not exactly
Houston.
what people would do, but it'll be cool, like not reenactment, but just like I don't know what they actually do, but I know I've seen it.
Like in Houston?
Yeah, it's
It
like
would-
a Renaissance festival.
yes.
I'm not too
Yeah, that
sure
would
if
be
it
nice.
happened in Houston, but I'm pretty sure because they're a big city. But
Yeah.
it'd be cool to like to do it here, like how this like in the what's it called, the
Civil War
Cerca de
reenact.
Palmas area.
Yes. Oh,
That's a
that yeah,
huge
I talked
area.
about that. I remember the Civil War reenactment type of
Yeah,
stuff.
that'll be
Yeah.
another cool thing to do. Like have more people because I know that usually they just have like the soldiers, like four for the I guess the Mexican army and four for the Texas army.
Mm-hmm.
So what event did they have today? Something about a new trail. Maggie, do you know about that?
I saw that Trey Mendes posted it that they broke ground on a new trail, but I
I
mean,
saw that it was in the Southmost Library, like right outside the Southmost Library. It's called the Southmost Nature Park, Nature Trail. My bad,
oh,
but I
okay.
guess it's gonna be like somehow a continuation because I know they have the other one by La Posada, which is right, literally right next to that one. So hopefully it's a connection. I know that
How
the
do you
whole
know
trail.
so much? How are you so well versed?
I know that the Caracara Trail. I'm not sure if it connects to it, but if it does, it's supposed to be a trail that starts in Bronzeville and it goes all the way to like through Los Fresnos, heads out on 100 to over there by Laguna Vista, and then takes you over there to like the McAllen area. So it's
Is
supposed
that
to
the
be
one?
a yes.
Is
Go ahead.
that the one people get on horses and ride, or no?
Uh, no, it's supposed to be a bike trail, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
supposed to be a
Sorry.
trail that connects like the whole valley.
Oh,
But
okay.
within the city itself, they have other trails. Well, I'm not sure if it's like doesn't connect, but I'm hopefully it does connect. That way, it's all continuous. Because I
Mm-hmm.
know if you get on a trail from over here on by your house,
By Burns?
um, yes, it takes you all the way to the federal courthouse.
Yeah. If you
It connects.
The only thing I think that is rough is you have to cross out in Glore, and that's heavy traffic.
Yeah,
Um, and then so from Alton Glore out towards
but
Los
even in Boca
Fresnos,
Chica, you cross all the big streets.
yeah. And then if you go down towards Los Fresnos, you have to also cross the expressway. I mean, yeah, the road
The
Paredes,
511.
don't you? Yeah,
Yes, you cross the
to get
511.
up on the overpass.
Oh yeah, that little bridge right there. That's still on Paredes, and then you just gotta
Hmm.
cross the 511 underneath the toll road, and then that takes you to the that's the Palo Alto battlefield, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And then from there, it just continues up until the end of the Bronx city limits, which is that little ditch that they have right there. But
Okay.
it's supposed to connect still. They're still gonna because they started over here at the Los Fresnos Trail,
Uh huh.
nature trail. They have one over here, and then they're connecting the trail from over there all the way to the other trail. So
Okay.
from the Los Fresnos Nature Trail to the Palo Alto, they're connecting that. But it's supposed to go all the way to like Laguna Heights or somewhere, Port Isabel, all the way to that side
Oh,
somehow.
okay.
But it's a long ride. Sorry, I meant comments. I always like watching Erasmo 9 p.m. show, but I also like seeing people comment. You
Oh,
all are great.
thank
Thank
you.
you, Mr. Rivers says. Baron Patty says, I love Hobby Lobby, my home away from home.
Yeah.
There's so many things to buy there. I think twice in buying jeans at $24 at TJ Maxx. Most of my stuff comes from there, but I buy my stuff under $20. I love TJ Maxx.
Absolutely, yeah. Just today we went to, and I don't remember what the shop was. Um, and she was trying them on, and I'm like, yeah, sure. And then when she went to pay for them, I was like, $75. Well,
Where'd you get them at?
I want to say it's right on the corner by the food court. I didn't get them; she did. Um, belt, buckle,
Oh,
uko.
Buckle. Okay,
Is
okay,
that what
okay.
it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
So
was
and
right
she,
next to that other hat place.
the gentleman's something.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's how long it's been since I've been at the mall.
yeah. They changed they changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and then we went into the movie theater and bought the $13 bag of popcorn. Yum.
Paramedic says, Maggie, is that your natural hair color or did you dye it? What shampoo do you use on it? Looks
Thank
very
you.
nice.
Dollar Tree. I'm like cheap. I'm telling you, there's some things
It's
I'm like,
all herbal
look so cheap
essence.
then. Huh? Herbal essence. Yeah, no. No. Yes, this is all my white hair. I'm vain, but I'm lazy. And for the longest time, I kept coloring my hair because I was more vain. Now I'm just more lazy. So I finally got to the point because I was always having like roots this long. I've had white hair since high school, about
Oh,
not
really?
this much, but yeah, I've always it runs in my family. All the women on my mom's side, as teenagers, we all started going white. But and I one of my favorite teachers that I worked with, Miss Cisneros Selena, I'd be walking down the hall and she'd see me and she'd always yell, "Píntate el pelo!" So, Panchita, she would say, "Píntate el pelo, Panchita!" Because I had long roots. So anyway, I know
Yeah.
nobody's here really interested in that whole story, but yes, I'm more lazy
So it's
than
DNA. It's Have
yes,
you
it
ever done
is.
that 23andMe stuff?
I've been tempted to do it, but okay, here's my thing. Here's my theory. You know how they got the Golden Gate Bridge killer, right? In California?
No.
There was that cop that was a serial killer from like the 70s and the 80s. They found him because a cousin of his did the 23andMe or the one of those DNA chromosome things. So
Yeah.
that's how they had some like DNA from the 70s or the 80s, and
Yeah.
then somebody recently did a DNA. So I've been I want to do the DNA, but then I'm like, what if I find out
I
like
don't want to incriminate my family.
that's exactly right. Not me. They're
That's
like, what
horrible.
if something comes up that I don't know if I want to know yet?
Right. This is crazy. Georgina says, but you use blue jeans a lot, so your daughter will get her good use out of them.
I hope so.
Maggie.
Okay, and this is how cheap I am also. My husband and my daughter hate it when the jeans we stop using because they rip or whatever. I'm saving them because once I retire, I'm gonna make jean quilts out of them. So yeah,
Cool.
I'll get money even after they're not. She won't wear them anymore. I'll still get her money's worth out of it. That's a good point too, though. Thank you. I feel a little bit better.
How's it going, Chuck? So he says, I know what railroad track that way was talking about yesterday by Keith Lane. It's the one where Victoria Heights is. I recall about a year ago passing by there, and it was an inactive railroad track.
Hmm.
Juan Picasso says, where's Erasmo? He's in the DF right now.
He is in the middle of a show right now. He's watching what is it? Jonathan and the Magical No, what is it called? Uh
El
and the
Mágico? Something?
Magical Coat. It's the one Donny Osmond I know came out in for years. Someone's probably
Die-
I'll think about it right now.
Diego el Mágico? Something like that?
It's different in Spanish, but the Coat of Many Colors. I think that's what it's called. But go on it with them if you want. I'll look it up.
Yeah, no, but there's no more comments. I was gonna tell you that there was also a post about the LED lights, but I'm wondering if that's only gonna be a certain part of the Bronzeville or all over Bronzeville.
I don't know. I didn't
And
see
I don't know
anything
if there's
about that.
like that many. Like, is it? Because I know there's not light posts all over Bronzeville, like in
Uh
every
huh.
like block. But I wonder if all of it's gonna get changed because I know they're not like on the LEDs and it's not on the cheap side either.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
that was like the only other thing. I do know that I've tried LED like my in my house, but I think they last just as long.
You know what's really good? Okay, so it's Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, but in Spanish is the one he went to go see. Um, my husband bought because is it Home Depot? If you use the LED lights and if they go out under 13 years or something like that, you can return them and exchange them. And my husband was good about saving the box
And the
and
receipts.
then and yeah, I don't even think you need the receipts. And
Oh, really?
so they don't all last that long, but it
Yeah.
was good because my husband would just show up and go, "Hey, didn't last 10 years or however long it
Yeah.
was."
Yeah, because I remember replacing like like every single light bulb like an LED and didn't
Yeah.
last as long. So I was like, just go back to regular
Yeah. No, our whole house is that.
LED.
Yeah. Yeah, but because the house we built it like 15 years ago, 12 years ago, so that was the move to
Okay.
do like more energy efficient. Is that it? Are we done?
We have this other person here like leaving comments.
He's in intermission. What's the name of the show in Spanish? In English, it's Joseph and the Technicolor Coat. And then that's it. That's it. No more comments. We're done.
Nope, no more comments. Today we finished a lot faster than yesterday.
Yeah, last night we were on for an hour and 45 minutes. That was crazy.
Maggie, I like that you are frugal with your spending and honest.
Okay, so here's the thing, Miss Emma, is I get
Hey
it.
guys,
People tell me that I'm too honest. Hey, hey, so now
How's it
we get
going,
to
man?
meet.
we're at Sosel Soñador. Let me show y'all guys real quick.
Oh, you're close.
Y'all see that? We're
Yeah,
Yeah.
in intermission.
very cool. How much were your tickets? How much were your tickets?
I'm so close to the stage. This actually cost like $275 each ticket.
Okay,
Wow.
but you're close.
But
So
let me tell you guys,
that's El
I can't
Músico de
hardly
la
hear you
Calle.
because of the crowd around. Let me tell y'all, the play is amazing. The singing is just spot on. The acting is it's just an amazing play. I will say that this same play is going to be in Monterrey in April. So if anyone out there has any interest of going, let me know because I might go watch it again in Monterrey. It is that good, man. It is really good.
Cool, man. Cool.
I was watching the show last night with I was trying to catch up. Y'all did a good 2 hours again. Man, y'all are getting so used to the 2 hour shows, guys. What's going
Mm-hmm.
on with that?
It was just so much information, man, that was being provided.
But it
Um,
was good information. And you know what? I shared with Maggie. Can y'all hear me?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I shared with Maggie. I think it's really amazing that we're going to. I think that we're going to start to be able to do together some of the beautiful stuff that I think that a lot of us have this passion for, like doing that extra community work. Because for so many years we actually asked, and we literally begged the city of Brownsville, let us help me help you, help me help you, and we never had that little invite, that little door opening into
Mm-hmm.
the possibility of working together. And
Mm-hmm.
now I sort of feel that everything is falling into play. And I think a good testament of that is going to be these free libraries, because I am so passionate about reading. And Maggie knows, Maggie can testify to this. I am an avid reader, and I hope that I can be able to promote for other individuals to also go out there, and pick up a book instead of picking a tablet or picking up your cell phone. Pick up a damn book. And with these free libraries, and again, that's one of the things that I greatly appreciate about Maggie, that we get these free libraries here in Brownsville, Texas, something that other communities I've seen in other communities. One of my good friends in Austin, Texas, they do it in Austin, Texas, and it's just so amazing. And I don't want us as a community to nitpick all the bad things that Austin, Texas or California does. I want us to learn of the good things, and these free libraries are going to be amazing. Using our local talent in regards to the artwork, in regards to
Mm-hmm.
painting these fire hydrants. And someone may say, like, that's insignificant, guys, that's something small. But I think it's something amazing because it opens the door for more participation throughout the community in regards to being involved in the solution. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping that they let us paint the sides of the bus stops as there. I'm hoping. I'm very hopeful. But again, I see light shining through that dark tunnel that has been Brownsville, Texas, and I'm praying. I'm praying that we can transition into doing more stuff like that.
Yes, agreed. Yes, agreed. And introduce us to El Músico de la Calle.
Oh, this is Efra, El Músico de la Calle. I've actually had Efra. I've actually had Efra on the show a couple times. Efra is amazing. He's a very, very talented musician. And what he does, he travels throughout Mexico and and encourages individuals, to come on and sing along with him. And I shared this with him this last time that I met up with him. But one of the things, and the way I met Efra was in Monterrey, Nuevo Leon, on one of my little trips where I wanted to get away right after I had the DWI actually. And I said, I wanted to reconnect with a lot of the people that I love in Monterrey. I have these amazing friends, and Efra was out there singing at La Macro Plaza, and it's just like crashed on. But what really kicked it in gear for me was that the second night that I went to see him, this little autistic girl, she must have been like 6 or 7. This little autistic girl comes up and sings, and I have it recorded on one of my videos. And I mean, it was just so beautiful. And the parent came back and he did a writ on it, and said that her daughter had always been in this little type of shell type situation, had never really expressed herself, with the fine arts, and that was the first time that she had ever gone
Wow.
out there publicly, and did something so beautiful as sing a song, which is a lot of what Efra does. He goes out there and makes people come out and out of that little shell and express themselves to the fine arts. And I am a forever patron of the fine arts.
Yay, Efran.
Pretty cool, man.
Yep.
It's not easy to get people to sing.
We're literally in the intermission, and let me tell you, so far it's amazing. Hey, but guys, I appreciate both of y'all, man. Y'all have done an amazing job.
All right,
I've
man.
actually seen some comments.
You
People
go
are
ahead
like,
and
well,
enjoy
we
your
don't
show before we
need
start
Erasmo
losing some
anymore.
more viewers. You enjoy your night, bro.
No, but I greatly appreciate it, Mr. De Los Commissioner de los Santos. I mean, yeah, that takes guts. It takes guts to come out on a show like this, especially when individuals are going to go out there and post sometimes the not so great comments, or ask the real tough questions. But I think he's been a trooper so far.
Yes, and now we're back to Erasmo not giving us a chance to say anything else.
You already had your 5 minutes.
I love you too, mate.
All right, bye.
Yes, sorry, the second call for the show. I'm gonna leave y'all guys be, and thanks for filling in. Uh, I might be off Monday morning because I will be in flight. I'll be heading back home, but Monday night I'll be back, and hopefully the city won't sink into nothingness in the time I'm gone.
What about tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, be heading to the pyramids.
Oh, okay. So no show?
But y'all can do it tomorrow morning if y'all.
No. No.
Uh, if I have internet suffice, I'll click on at 9 o'clock just to do a good. Hey guys, I'm here, but I should be heading to the pyramid. So if there's a signal towards Teotihuacan, I'll do it. What I do want to do, and I hope that people will come on. Once I get to Teotihuacan, I'll do a quick 15, 20, 30-minute live from the pyramids, which should be majestic because the pyramids are amazing. If anyone ever has a chance to come down to Mexico City and to visit, to see all this kind of stuff, the culture is just amazing.
Yes, I need my Saturday morning fix while making breakfast.
I'll do my best. Bye.
right.
Tercera llamada. Guys, have a great evening. Social distance face covering, hand sanitizer. You still do that. Guys, the show is starting. God bless.
Bye.
Did we lose Peppermint Patty on that one?
I don't know. Maybe we lost about 10 people.
That's funny.
No, but going
Uh,
back to the comments, Joe Tucker says, "Hey Sam, it was unfair to give the Los Santos a platform to address my grievances without being able to present my position." Um, I understand, man, because I know you have your grievances, and he was just there to state whatever he had found, whatever he had researched based on that information. Because I know your commissioner, I know it's Mrs. Tetro, but I think is your issue is more with like planning and zoning. But let me go and read the rest of the comments that you have placed here. It says here, there's a huge red flag when one residential road becomes a light industrial road without due process. And then, based on that information, Mr. De Los Santos said that he had researched and that it had become light residential 25 years back. So, if there was no due process back then it's something to be brought up with either planning and zoning. If no one listens to you as far as the commissioners, there's also the mayor to bring it up to them or the city manager as well. Jessica Tetro actually helped and fought against the adjacent property behind my house from being rezoned from turning residential to light industrial. Well, what I was telling Maggie was like the the end result that you're trying. I'm assuming that you're trying to get is like getting a sound wall, so that way there's no sound or dust from those 18 wheelers going into your area. But I'm trying to figure out what is the end result that you're trying. If it was up to you, what would be your solution? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's all documented. The video of me and her are on YouTube. Well, I'll try to see if I can search it to see what was said on that video. It also says here 7015 and 6945 SPI Highway were rezoned to C6 commercial, not light industrial. 6955 was residential. Okay, and that's where all the what you were mentioning yesterday about the GSI maps. And if it's some discrepancy, like I mentioned, if the commissioners are not helping you, there's also the city manager or the mayor itself, and the planning and zoning to get some clarification of that. But like I said, based on that information and based on what's going on right now, um, you can try to state what would be the correct solution to your problem, and then going from there.
mhm.
Instead of just like, well, you know what, change it back to residential, but what good is that going to be if the 18 wheelers are still there? You know, um, because now it's all light industrial. This is all recent rezoning, correct? And the one that would have all that information, because I know Tetro has been there quite a while, right, Maggie? Like more than 8 years.
I think so. Yeah.
And like I said, there's different departments as far as that, like planning and zoning, the city manager, and then there's different I guess ways you can get some sort of information towards this. But if there wasn't any due process, you can bring that up in the meetings as well. I have all that information. Cool, man. But like I said, if let's say you were to be the mayor, you were to be the commissioner, what would be your solution to what's going on in your area? What would
I'm
be like?
guessing it's like you said it for it to go back to just all residential.
Okay, yes, but the 18 wheeler warehouses are all there already.
Oh,
So it's not
okay.
like you can like, hey, you know what? Y'all get the boot,
Yes.
and there's
Yeah.
no more business around there. So, because I know all the 18 wheelers pass through there because all those warehouses are there.
Hmm.
And like Mr. De Santos was saying, like there's also a bunch of used car lots all down all that area.
Yeah.
But since it's already all that, then it's just like it's good. Like this Tucker said, it's too late to do that.
Okay.
Um, Soundproof wall, and that's what I had mentioned. And then I would go that route. I would start to push a soundproof wall to be placed there because that's what they have, and they have placed that even over here on 802. They started to put a soundproof wall for some of the houses
Oh,
because
okay.
there is quite a bit of noise, like on the on 802.
Yeah, and I'm guessing Mr. Tucker moved in before all these changes were made, And I think about that sometimes. People pave their parking lot. That he mentioned the other day. I remember
If you would
too.
go with that perspective, like, hey man, you know what? Can we get a soundproof wall and can we get like the street paved? I think that would get more things done than trying to like get everything like, hey, you know what, rezoning and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
And I wonder how many times people buy property and build a house thinking, not planning ahead for however many years, and not expecting the city to do something around you. Because when we moved into our house 15 years ago, there's two farmhouses out here that I felt bad because I was thinking these people bought like
like
farmland.
way
They still have their two or
before
three acres. Huh?
they bought it way before. They're like grandfathered in,
Oh
huh?
yeah, yeah. And then we all came in, and it's a subdivision around them and through them, and I feel bad because I think, man, these people bought property
Those are the ones on
thinking,
the other side of the street, right?
yeah, down when you come down Calle Barcelona,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
think I remember seeing like chickens or something around.
Oh yeah,
I've
no,
only
we
been
have
around there like once or twice, but
no,
I think I
yeah.
remember seeing one or two.
There's a pig that chases people down the street because we walk our dogs and stuff, and super friendly pig. But man, I've come running down the hall screaming because he's up fast. I mean, he's
Yeah.
a runner. But and then that was one of the things is when we built our house, my husband said he liked the property where we built because we have the railway going through the back field. So he's hoping that that will never be more residential. He's hoping that we stay out kind of in the open area where we're at.
Okay. Like no more building on that side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's good. Says here, no, we
So
were
yeah,
here since the 50s. Yeah, man, since you were there since the 50s, I guess you were supposed to be notified if there was any. Well, I don't know. Do they even notify people when they're gonna do rezoning? I know they
I don't
post
know.
stuff. They used to post stuff on like the Herald, which not
The
many
Brussels,
people
yeah, that's
read,
what I was thinking.
and they give notifications. Like when there's gonna be like public hearings for certain cases or for certain issues, they post things, and that's when the people are supposed to come out. But like in your situation, man, since they're already built around and they have all that stuff going around there, I would go more like talk to some like the city manager or the mayor and let them know like, hey, how can I get a like a soundproof wall, and some caliche? Do I need signatures? And then talk to all the neighbors around there like, hey
Mm-hmm.
man, you know what? Let me get some signatures and try to see if we can get some sound wall or something, you know. Because like they have said, like the wheel that makes the more noise is the one that gets fixed.
Yeah, the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Yep, I say it differently because I'm Mexican.
And I was oh, okay. And I was gonna say, and kill him with kindness, Mr. Tucker.
Yes, definitely, man. Like if you can, which I understand, I would be upset too if they
Yeah.
suddenly just rezone the whole thing and then suddenly they start building out of nowhere without having any public hearings. I would be pissed off too. But since it's already in that stage where it's already been 70 years, because you were there since the 50s, it's already like 70 years past, and they supposedly they changed that back in '95, according to
Mhm.
Roy.
Yeah, he
Um,
said 25.
it's been what 95, oh 05,
Yeah, we're
2015.
22, so
It's been a while already.
25 years.
So I
Yeah.
would go that route. Um, Says we have been trying to resolve this since the trucking company started building. They should have sent us something in the mail if they were planning to rezone. They did not. Yeah, I would try to like do the planning and zoning and going to the meetings and try to get some signatures. So they could like at least put at least they owe you that to put a soundproof wall. So because I know that there's like a lot of dust in that area.
Mm.
And even here, like in the Los Fresnos, even you don't see a whole lot of dust in the air, but it does come into the house.
Yeah.
So I don't know what other like more information I could provide for you as far as that, but I'm sure the planning and zoning people would know what I guess uh, what steps to take to get that. City planning commissioners, city managers, no one will help. Would do. Why do you
Why?
think we are on here?
Maybe hopefully now, since you've been on here, now they'll start listening.
Yeah. I guess if we would have stated that, I'm sure, like I'm sure, like Roy de los Santos could be of more help if we go with that perspective. Like, hey man, you know what? soundproof wall and try to get the street,
the parking lot paved.
yeah, the parking lot. Because I know if you talk to the company, they're not gonna do anything like getting like their area all fixed because of all the expenses and everything going up. But if they could at least get the street fixed and the soundproof wall, it could be a start. And I know it bites because I'm pretty sure you've been given the same information over and over. But yeah, man, we can just keep on posting this stuff here, and eventually everybody will see what's going on.
Yep.
Yes, and I just want to be clear: they rezoned to industrial in the past few years. Okay. Before it was mixed commercial and residential. I think the whole city was mixed commercial and residential
to begin with.
Yes, and then it just kind of started clearing, like specializing it or being more specific to what it is. Maggie, any last comments?
Is that it? We an hour?
Yes, that is it.
Man, that went by quick. Nope, that's it.
All right.
I liked where we're headed. What Erasmo said is hopefully we'll, with everybody putting in and helping out and having input, having some say.
I guess if everything would, maybe it would have been a little bit planned a little bit more ahead, like maybe in January. Maybe we could have done something over the spring break time, you know. But like I said, like if you want to paint stuff, you can paint the graffitis, but they have that too.
That kind
of
stuff.
Like the city cleanups and all that other alley cleanups.
Yeah.
But
at least we're going somewhere now.
Yes, definitely.
Yep. No, I'm good.
Great
Thank
show
you.
with Sam and Maggie. Thank you, man. Well, you guys have a good night. And that's about it for us. You have a good night.
Have a good spring break, everybody.
Yes, be safe.